I know my job and I know what I'm called to do. Ezekiel 2 is about Ezekiel's calling to be a watchman for Israel, and he was called to go to the exiles and to speak the words God gave to him, no matter how they responded, whether they refused to listen or they heard what he said, whether they were angry, scowling at him. He was sent to people that God called briars and thorns and scorpions, hard-faced, stubborn, impudent, rebellious people. And whether or not they cared to hear what Ezekiel said, he was told to go and speak to them nonetheless, and that he should not be afraid of the looks that he was given or the words that they spoke to him, or be terrified by their aggression, anger, rejection, silence, whatever the response that he was to get. But they would know nonetheless that a prophet had been among them, and they would have no excuse if Ezekiel did his job as he was called to do. So likewise, I get a lot of crap from people, men, women, whoever, criticizing me various ways and rejecting me, silence, as if everything I'm saying means nothing at all. Because if they were to actually acknowledge the risk that I take, going out on a limb so far as to say first that I'm a prophet and also that I hear from God, and that what I'm saying actually has some weight, it would have a massive impact on how they live their life. So acknowledging me is acknowledging the word that I give is actually from God, and that I'm actually telling the truth, which I am. I'm highly educated. I'm not ignorant. I'm not crazy. And the words that I give to you are legitimately, seriously from God. So eventually the penny drops and people realize I'm not a fake or a fraud, and what I'm doing is real. You know, it's a strange gig, I get that, but I know who I am, I know what I'm called to do, and I'm taking a massive risk stepping out in faith. I have faith, I have assurance, and I'm covered because I'm doing what God's called me to do. Are you covered? Do you understand who you are? That's the question that you want to answer. Yes, some people have got a target on their back because they have territory in their heart and in their mind and in their life, sin in their life, that is leaving them exposed. You know, and if you're not covered by the Holy Spirit, covered by the blood of Christ, obeying him and walking in his will for your life, then you're exposed also. You know, if you're unclean and the devil has any territory in you, then you'll have no victory in this battle ahead. What we're called to do in this season is to be aligned, completely aligned with the heart of God and his calling on our life, obeying him, what he's calling us to do. Each one of us, I'm doing my job. I'm covered. I see today an image of myself with my zipper up high. And Jordan Peterson is pressing me, crushing me under the weight of his influence in a chair. This is the vision I had today. And then I see him in a high place looking down at me, considering me. But you know, pressed and crushed and under the weight of people's opinions makes no difference to me. My zip is up high. I'm not exposed. The Holy Spirit has me covered because I'm obeying God. I'm not walking in error. I'm not walking in sin. And so there is no legal territory that the devil has over my life. This season will not touch me. And Jesus has given me that assurance. He said, they'll want to crucify you, but I'm not going to let them lay a hand on you, my queen. I'm not going to let them touch you. It's a spiritual protection that I'm walking under. I am covered, insured by heaven because I'm obeying, aligned with his will for my life. I have faith, and the righteous will walk by faith. That's what we're called to in this season. If you have no faith, you can't walk according to the way God's called you to walk. So you need faith. You need obedience. You need to do what God's called you to do. I know who I am. I'm standing out like a beacon, alone, unloved, without anybody liking my post, and I don't need your assurance. I don't need your opinion of me. I'm completely free because I know who I am. I know what I'm called to do. It's radical, I agree with you. It's a radical claim. I'm incredibly honest. I'm a truth speaker, and I'm very courageous. I'm also very educated, and I know my God. I've walked with him for many, many years as a prophetess. I've learned to walk in the Spirit. I know who I am. I understand the spirit realm. And I know the God that I serve is the God of all things. There's no doubt in my mind at all. Zero. 100% pure faith, pure joy, pure love, and I'm covered by it, the King of all creation.